Good morning, good morning, good morning. Little light drizzle. Gonna take my good morning walk. We're gonna talk about some things. Good morning, good morning. Hit the like, subscribe, hit the hype, get me into the algorithm. We're gonna talk as I take, hope the audio is super clear. I got the mic muffler on so you don't hear the wind, but about to take my morning walk. I always walk a mile through the trail to boost the morale, to get the blood flowing for the morning. Nice little wet day. Definitely a day to watch some good movies. Keep your mind off the ball. Hey, I know everybody worried about the Iran war. We can't worry about that because we don't have no control on none of the stuff that's going on. And 9 times out of 10, this is all about money. This war is all about money. It take money to war, and they make money in war. So it takes money to have a war, and wars generate money due to the economic systems and stuff like that. But we never been in control. All I can do is tell you to is pray and stay close to God. You know what I'm saying? Pray and stay close to God. Yeah, this is all about money. Zionism, stuff like that. Stuff that's been going on way before our parents, grandparents, and their parents was born. This is a different type of game, a different type of significance, a different type of lineage, a different type of status. And the average American can't control. We don't have control over nuclear bombs. We don't have control over the wars. We don't have no control. So if something would happen, we would just have to deal with it. And by the Almighty Allah, who has me covered, that's the only thing that I fear. I can't fear a human being. I can't fear what humans create. All I can do is pray that Allah lets me into those heaven gates when it's my time to be chosen on Judgment Day, and to live in Jannah peacefully. But other than that, we don't have no control, and don't stress yourself out about stuff that you have no control over. I always tell people, worry about the stuff you can, and the stuff that you can't, put it all in Allah's hands. You know, put it all in Allah's hands. That's all I can tell you. But y'all see the topic. Yo, rap game is getting very boring. It's not fun no more. I think we have seen the limit as far as the rap game can go. I don't think we can elevate no more in hip hop. I think it touched the arena roof. The ceiling feels very low right now for hip hop. It doesn't make it's not effective anymore. It's not fun. It's not exciting. It's too oversaturated. They just letting anybody in. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's no qualifications on being a rapper anymore. One of the main qualifications back in the day to be a rapper was to be nice, to be marketable, have charisma, mystique, talent. You don't need none of that no more. That's why so many rappers, that's why over 500 to 1 million songs come out a day that you won't even know exist. And once the system is oversaturated, you kind of get drowned in the system, and that's what people don't understand. You know what I'm saying? It's the part of the game that used to be exciting is dead. You ain't gonna see no more big stars or nothing. Even battle rappers dying. They ain't giving up no more money for battle rap because the ones that profit off the battle rap, they don't rap. The ones that made all the money from the battle rap era, they don't rap. They controlled it, and they juiced and they milked a culture for the money. And now that the money's not there no more, the culture is dying because the culture became about the money. When you add money to any culture, no matter if it's food culture, movie culture, music culture, it takes away the innocence, it takes away the hunger, because now you're only doing it for the money. The money only motivates you to do music. And that's what's killing. Like, I seen a diss record with Papoose. I seen Mano diss record. It's like, diss records is not even effective no more. The last diss record that was effective of our time, and you're never gonna see that effect from another diss record ever, was Kendrick versus Drake. You're never gonna see that no more. You're never, because the threshold of the stars, the MCs that's doing it is already peaking out. J. Cole peaking out, Kendrick peaking out. You know what I'm saying? They already dying out. So unless there's a new rap star that's gonna be born, that's gonna come into the studio, you don't even see rap stars come in no more. It's like they come in, they get their buzz, they get their little record, they make some money, and then it's like dissolving paper. Remember the magic paper that used to come in the cereal? That's how the rap game is. Once you drop it in water, it dissolves. You don't see them no more. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the game is becoming to. The rap game is coming extinct because they not letting no new blood in. And the new blood they letting in is not going to sustain the test of time because they not musicians. They only doing it for a money play. Podcast not taking over. Yeah. Tell you, suck my thick glass dick. Now you get up out of here, faggot. Yeah, they killed all the real stars. Nobody's saying this when Drake was on top. Yeah. Like they killing the stars persona. Like the last big stars you really seen come in the game was the Kendricks, the Meeks, the Drakes. They don't got they don't got they thumb on the pulse of the music game right now. I haven't heard a good Meek record in a minute. You know what I'm saying? I haven't heard a good Drake record in a minute. You know what I'm saying? And Drake's career is not gonna be the same. This is gonna be a hard comeback for Drake. This Kendrick shit, because people is looking at his character. Once your character get in the position, get in the way of the music, people start looking at the personal instead of the music. So once niggas start looking at you like a cornball or something like that, or something that's uncool, it affects the music because now people don't believe in who the person you said you once was. Once you get thrown off and somebody throw you off your game and it turns you to somebody else, that's where that's because we don't, like, the fans nowadays ain't fans. We used to have fanatics. The fans is wishy-washy. They with you today. Somebody make you look bad today, they with them tomorrow. So the game is the rap music game and the industry is all about perspective. Music industry is dead. There's no industry. There's no camaraderie. You know what I'm saying? There's no They don't even do music seminars no more. When I was coming up, they had Jack the Rapper, How Can I Be Down, stuff like this. This is the reason why we don't have no more stars, R&B to rap, because we not going out there to discover nothing. Nobody not going out there looking and discovering nothing. Nowadays, artists are just popping up out the woodworks, and they can't sustain a stable career because they doing it all by themselves. They don't have the gatekeepers, or they don't have the A&Rs or the artists in development people no more. So a lot of people get in the game nowadays. They don't even have interview etiquette. They don't know how to talk on a microphone. There's a lot of stuff that A&Rs and artist development was teaching the artists. Once that left the game, once you start letting artists do them, and you know, being that it's a big independent surge on the music, nobody not growing no more. You having a 6-month run, you're not looking like a star. One of the best MCs that has came out thus far in the last 4 or 5 years, I'm gonna say Lady London. She has her own fan base, but the ceiling for her is so low that it's no room for growth. Like, she got as big as she's gonna get because of the atmosphere that the music business is gonna get. Yeah, she might make some money. She might have, you know, some internet presence and all that, and that's my little sister Zaire. But the way of the world and the industry is not gonna allow her to grow to be like a Queen Latifah, or to be like someone of that status of ilk of music. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna have her core fans that's gonna love and like her forever, but that's as far as the ceiling go. You know what I'm saying? And now that everything is independent, is no motivation or push behind the artist. Nah, they not holding nobody hand no more. Nah, I'm just taking my walk through the trail. You got, and all of you artists, y'all gotta invest in yourselves. You gotta invest in yourself if you want, especially if you independent. That's what independent means. Putting money out your own pocket into your projects, your videos, your image. You have to do it yourself. And a lot of artists, they don't spend no money on themselves. That's why they not blowing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take up the slack that the label ain't doing for you, or you don't have the label to do. You gotta pick that up on your own and make your own narrative. Because now, like, even a DVD get, like, it seemed like everything that made the artist, from the video countdown shows to everything, they depleted that. They got rid of that so they can be fully control of the system. Like, the people that they say we the people, right? We the people, we determine how far artists went because being a fan. You get what I'm saying? We was the ones that was calling in, voting on 106 in Park to make this video number 2, number 3. But now, once they took the fan and the consumer out of the way that people are being perceived, the game died. And it's not going to be the same. The music game is never going to be the same again. I think we have reached our peak. At this point, people are just doing music so sustain. They following, and they can get whatever they get out of it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's enthused to get record deals no more, except a person that always wish they had a record deal, and once they get the record deal, they realize they made one of the biggest mistakes in their life. I tell artists all the time, a record deal ain't nothing but a loan from a bank. Gonna give you the big bag. Gonna give you the big bag. Yeah, the Shark Bar is open, but it's not the original Shark Bar. It's nothing like the original. The atmosphere, let me tell you something. Shout out to the person that opened it up. But all they did was take the name. You're never going to get the essence of Shark Bar if you never attended the original one. The original Shark Bar was classy. Only real street get money or elite industry niggas was going there. Probably opened up 5 in the afternoon to about 11, 12 at night. It wasn't Shark Bar was a different type of era. Some of the best steak and shrimp I ever had in my life, mashed potatoes and mac, good drinks, you know. That was like, going to the Shark Bar was equivalent to you going to the Ricardo's now. Like everybody go to Ricardo's. You know, Ricardo's be like a club. It be more social than anything, but they have great food and great drinks. You'll get fucked up in Ricardo off them drinks. But yeah, they still got a Shark Bar, but it's not the original one. And I've never even been to it. Actually, I'm lying. I've been into it when they was renovating it because the person that actually opened it, I know them. So it's not the same experience. Like, it's just like if I open up a club called The Tunnel, it's not gonna be the same experience as the original Tunnel. So that's why I don't know why people be trying to remake and rebrand stuff. If you're not gonna put it in the same atmosphere that it was, or the same lineage, don't do it. If you're not gonna make it as great as it was, or even greater, don't do it. Sometimes everything just have a timestamp. Everything runs its course. The Tunnel, Club Cheetahs, Club Envy, etc., etc. Like, I would never try to rename a new business after an old business because the expectations might not fulfill what you expect. If I opened up a club in New York called The Tunnel, real tunnel goers or people that always heard about the tunnel that never got the experience will start to think that I'm bringing back the old essence of something. You cannot redo what was done. There's nowhere in the world. And that's why it's special. And sometimes you just gotta let classic stuff be classic. You know what I'm saying? People always try to do a part 2 to their album. It's never going to fully catapult like the first one did. It's all timing. Timing is different. New York is different. Music is different. When I was coming up, we cared about the music. We really invested in the music. We was going to stand on them long as HMV lines to meet our favorite rappers and stuff like that. But the expectations nowadays be so high that's why I said I'll never try to recreate something that I did before. I'll just add on to it, but I'm never gonna try to, like, it's like Raekwon. He did a Cuban Links part 2, but it can't compare to the expectations of the first one. You know what I'm saying? It's rare that you can match energy from anything that you do. It's very rare, man. It's very rare. That's why they call them moments, man. Even with the, you know, we do like, it's like nothing 50 do is effective no more. That's why he found other ways to get under people's skin. You know what I'm saying? We used to seeing 50 go at your throat in music. I think he's so far removed from music that the energy, he doesn't even know how to tap into that energy no more. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, diss songs is just so corny now and they non-effective. It don't matter. Like, I remember, like, when somebody made a diss song, that shit rocked it for months. Like, you nigga was on the ropes, nigga was on the ropes. Now, it's just like, after a nigga hear it, it's over. That's why I say Kendrick Lamar was genius to able to make a diss song that was a nationwide hit. That's when you saying something. I'm not only embarrassing you, but I'm running it up and I'm touring off this record. And that's why I say you're never gonna see another diss record like us. You're never gonna see another diss record that effective ever again. Those days is over. Why those days is over? It's too much oversaturating of the industry, anything. There's no time to focus on anything. There's no time. The attention span is short, especially for music. Only thing that people will sit and watch is a movie, and people don't even do that no more. People get 45 minutes into the movie, start looking in their phone. Next thing you know, you've been 15, 20 minutes in your phone. You don't even know where the storyline is going because you've been looking on Instagram for the last 15 minutes while a movie is playing. It's nothing that's capturing the attention span anymore. Why you think you only got songs that's 1 minute and 45 seconds? Anything past 2:45 is too long. Why you think they're only making 2-verse songs? Because people don't have the attention span to listen as long as they did before. And I think that's crazy, bro. Like, and I'll be like, I cringe when I go to a new album on Apple Music and I look at the playlist and it say 21 songs, because nobody's not listening to 21 songs, bro. This ain't the era to where you roll up 3-4 blunts, sit in your room, dim the light, turn it on, and see what a person actually has going on the album. You figure out the cuts you like, you download the cuts, you make a playlist, and that's what it is. People don't listen to albums in an entirety no more. That's the rain. I'm not spitting, that's the rain. It's raining. Yeah. I like Papoose diss record, and I like Mano diss record, but they don't have no replay value. You know what I'm saying? Once you hear it, it's over. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, and this is all respect, right? At the end of the year, we all be waiting for the wrap up with Uncle Murder, right? But now, the wrap-ups don't even be effective and dope like they first was the first couple of years you doing it, due to the fact that we are oversaturated with everything he's talking about. It's like, even the way he explained it, it's like, it don't matter no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna sit there and listen to a wrap-up for 25 minutes but one time. You're not gonna listen to that record over and over again. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where the music is dying at. When the music don't have no replay value, you know what I'm saying? You only gonna listen to that Uncle Murder song when it come out, and that's it. The excitement of you waiting for it to bring the new year, and after that, you're not going back, you know? And just in the chat, let me know if I'm bugging or not. How many people go re-listening to the wrap-up songs after they come out? Yeah, like, the best ones was like in 2015, I say from 2015 to 2018 was the best wrap-ups. After that, I stopped. They stopped being like exciting, you know what I'm saying? Because we're bombarded with everything that he's saying all year, so by the time he wrap it up, we don't even want to hear, you know what I'm saying? Because we done digested everything he done said already. So by the time the record come out, it'd be like, you know, he had a certain mystique with those records, because it was like, damn, what are you gonna talk about this year? What do you miss? But everything is so up in your face that it's not effective anymore. The music business is dying in this whole entirety anyway. You know what I'm saying? We don't have no dance clubs. We don't have nothing to motivate or to push the music. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has handheld phones. Everybody has their earphones. Everybody digests music the way they digest it. You know what I'm saying? People don't even dance in the clubs no more. That's why I don't go to clubs. I'm not gonna spend my $40 to go in a spot that's dark and everybody just got their phone out. Oversaturation is making diss songs more relevant, but even everything is oversaturated now. Yep. I'm not listening to a 25-minute song. I stopped listening to the wrap up in 2017. Wow. But you're never gonna get the feeling from rap music that you once get when you were a kid. Nothing, as you get older, it's like you realize when you were more naive and didn't know where the world was going on, that's when you enjoy things. Like, why you think everybody freaking out about this Iran war? You know why people freaking out about this Iran war? Because it's being shown to us in real time. We had Vietnam, World War I, World War II. It's been wars before we was born, even worse. And you know what I'm saying? It's always been bad, but it's playing on people's mind because it's up in their face every day. We ain't have iPhones to where we pick up our phone, it's just popping up in our minds and stuff like that. If you ain't watched the news or listened to the radio, you ain't know what was going on in the Vietnam War. You know what I'm saying? If you wasn't watching the news or stuff like that, now you don't have to watch the news or anything to find out what's going on in the Middle East. All you have to do is pick up your phone and your algorithm, even if you don't want to see that stuff, all you have to do is click on one of those videos and then a whole bunch of World War III and this, that, and third. Like, and I tell people, the people that's making these World War III, you cannot stop World War III. You cannot stop no nuke. So what's the use of scaring people and talking about it? You cannot stop a nuke, a Stubman, nothing, a B-52 fighter jet, nothing. Why are y'all talking about, oh, we in our last days? If this is like, it's nothing you can do. And a lot of people are losing faith in God. Only one I believe in is Allah. I'm not scared of anything. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. That's why you gotta get right with God. So when it's judgment day or something outrageous happen, you'll be right with the Lord. Other than that, we have no control, so it's no use to keep fear-mongering. Oh, I have a breaking news. This is coming. And there's been regular people that never been in the service or nothing, don't know what the fuck they talking about. A lot of y'all need to just shut the fuck up, stop spreading fear-mongering, stop feeling motherfucking propaganda, because y'all talking so much. The motherfuckers in Washington, the administration don't even know what the fuck is going on right now. So why the fuck are y'all feeding people information and scaring people and prepare? Ain't no bunker gonna stop you. Ain't no preparing. And how you expect for people that live in the projects to prepare? They don't have no bunkers. They don't have no money. They don't have how you think? This is the craziest thing I ever said. They say, yo, prepare, get dry food. People cannot store food that's poor. They have to eat the food. They eating the food as it come in. You cannot store food unless you're a wealthy person that has extra ends, that has the money to store food. There's nobody that lives in the projects or tenements can store food. We cannot save up a bunch of water. Why? Because we need it now. Word. People worrying about shit they can't even control. I can't stop a nuke. I can't worry about a nuke. But I can worry about my daughter. They be like, what if they hit the power grid? It wasn't always light. It wasn't always MacBooks. And not saying I want something like that to happen, but some people need to be put in situations that they all this modern technology shit we need to learn how to, if you out in the woods make a fire, how to actually build a hut, certain just things of survival, because people lose their phone or their phone die. You ever seen a person phone die and they just lose their mind, like they can't go plug the phone up in the wall? What would happen, God forbid, if you plug it in the wall and there's no electricity going through nowhere? What are you gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make me a candle. I'm gonna light me a candle. I'm gonna read me a fucking book. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk to my family. We gonna figure it out. We gonna figure out how to survive as long as we can. Other than that, shut the fuck up. Yeah. I tell people, just get your money, man. Get your money. Stop worrying about things you can't worry about. Stop worrying about things you can't control. Because none of this, they made it like that to where we scared. Don't you know, once you in fear, if you in fear, you can control anybody? I seen that in the pandemic. Why you think everybody complied with the home staying in and the social distances? When the last time you heard somebody say social distance? That's a word they made up in a pandemic. You don't even hear that shit no more. When the last time you seen a person say social distance? You never heard of social distance in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s? None of that. What's up, Brown? When did you hear about social distancing? You don't even hear that no more. You don't hear about the people that took the jab, they took it and that's it. It's not even mandated no more. I will refuse for anybody, government, anything, society, anything to manipulate me into thinking something's gonna help me when I know it's... My bad, y'all. I'm glad y'all still lit. I don't know what's up with this iPhone. Yeah. What I'll be trying to figure out the same thing. You put 21 songs on an album. Yeah, I'm back, y'all. My bad. Yeah, it's glitching. But yeah, I'm gonna close this live out. I'm gonna come back a little later. Peace, y'all.